Hello, and welcome back to another episode of my speedrunning guide for Sword of the Sea Any% New Game Plus. This is the Shark level, also known as Frozen Drifts, and is probably the least techy of all of the levels we have in the game. This has a few tiny tricks that I'll be teaching you, but is mostly fairly harmless. So, the first consistent skip, you could call it, shows up at the very beginning of this level. And it is one of a few jumps you can do with the shark. And basically we're taking advantage of a mechanic where when the shark boosts into a crystal, its speed is amplified quite a bit. But speed decay usually kicks in almost immediately when in the snow, so you won't feel a huge surge of speed. But if you can get airborne immediately after, you can go flying. And we're going to use that to go to this crystal instead of this crystal first by using a jump off of this crystal. So, basically what we're doing is we're coming up on the very right side so that we're barely contacting the crystal on our left side and boosting on the crest of the hill, and that'll send us over this snow wall. So, going here and boosting, and that'll take us up here. And from here we can go and hit the crystal. And something you'll notice about the shark is that you can also move during cutscenes with the shark. And that'll be especially important when collecting all the lanterns to go to the next section. Because usually the lanterns here are on top of a hill. And we can start going down that hill while the animation is playing. So collecting some of these and then boosting off of here. We can go down. And you'll see this will give us a lot of distance. I'll be all the way down here already once the cutscene is done playing. Coming up here, at the very top here, if you go flying over the top, you get this slowdown where you sort of get a cinematic view of the entire area. But it's also slow because time literally slows down. So instead, we boost over here to the right, hit into that, and go over with less of a jump, and then you don't get the cinematic slowdown. For this final ice section, I have a final piece of shark tech to show you, and it involves any type of wall in this level. You can see we kind of clip into the wall here. I don't know why that is, but the important part is if the shark is touching a wall, its boost has no cooldown. So I can just keep spamming the boost. And you can use that to go a little faster around the edge there, but it's not much. And just going through there, we move on to the final crystal. After activating the final lanterns, we get this final climb, and this is where crystal boosting will really show its power. So we're going to try and get boosts right before we hit all of these crystals. This also rewards good camera management, because the shark will sort of turn its direction based on your camera as well, not just the arrow keys. And getting good boosts here can really amplify your speed. And you can really go flying, as you can see. So try to get as many boosts as possible off of those crystals, but it is difficult to do a fully consistent route all the way up, and it is more reactive. And that's the end of Frozen Drifts, aka Shark Split. We'll be moving on to Sacred River. Thank you for watching.